Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 584, and it is your review of The French Dispatch, or that long ass title that they give you. But yeah, we're calling it The French Dispatch. As always, this is the Nerd Chicano here to host the show. Lance, my wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful Monday.
Wonderful Monday here, live and early for our Patreon supporters at the $1 tier and above. Of course, you can be here as well, live and early before anybody else gets it by going to www.patreon.com/the nerdcore and pledging to the $1 tier and above. But Brad, how are you doing, man?
Under the weather since Friday, so the only good part of it is I've already watched all the movies for the week and more. I actually finally watched that last Bond film today.
Oh, you watched No Time to Die.
Yeah, I watched that today.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought.
Yeah,
I don't think it was as good as Snowfall. I think Snowfall might be the best one for me. Um, but
I mean Skyfall, right?
Skyfall. Sorry. I'm a little messed up,
A little
but
foggy here.
little foggy. But the way he went out in that, I
I
mean, I
think,
think I
yeah,
think it's a good send off.
it was a good conclusion to what's it called, to Daniel Craig's Bond, and I really liked Rami Malek as the villain.
As surprisingly, like you remember when we were seeing Rami Malek is going to be in the new Bond villain in the film, we were all like,
Mm.
how? Because I mean, we've seen like Javier Bardem and Christoph Waltz,
Yeah, Dave
and it's just like
Bautista, Mads
like
Mikkelsen,
yeah, and you kind of go like, how is he going to measure? And he I mean,
really
I
good job.
really good job. Really good reason behind him doing what he did, I guess.
Yeah,
Even if it was in
and
a psychotic kind of fashion.
yeah, I really liked No Time to Die, man. That was fantastic. I thought they did a really good job with that movie. That was a great send off for Daniel Craig, and just the way that like it actually like ends, and the way that he like concludes the story, that Fukunaga concludes the story was just I liked it a
Yeah,
lot.
and I mean it really kept to the traditional Bond stuff I like. You had the action sequences, you had the really good camera, like the overhead camera when they're
Oh
going in the
yeah,
forest, like those shots and stuff. Leia Seydow, who's in this, was also in that, and she did a great performance. Um, but
yep,
yeah, overall, I really liked the movie.
yeah. Did you get to watch anything else?
I watched The Idol, which you'll be
Yeah,
watching tonight, which we'll have a review for later this week.
yeah.
I'll save my thoughts on that till after you get to watching it. But see if you can see the little Pulp Fiction little
Yeah,
take there.
yeah. Last week while they were doing production stuff, I actually sat down to watch the whole Idol press conference at Con. Um, and I was like, oh, because I was like, I wanted to see what's going on here. Like, they're taking one like 1 minute clip out of this like 30-40 minute press conference, and I was like, I want to see what they're actually talking about, and not like be like falling under like the Twitter reactionary.
Well, and
Um,
yeah, I think a lot of people are also going to be as reactionary as they are. But again, this is the pilot.
yeah, nice. Even the Gold Bond films, they were definitely a relief. Hey,
Hey,
Stacy. Hey,
but
Stacy, how are you? Um,
I mean, I wasn't too big in Daniel Craig in the first Bond. Was it Casino Royale when he came
yeah,
in? I wasn't too big in on that, but afterwards, I mean, he really after Skyfall, um,
yeah,
that really had me hooked
yeah.
because Skyfall was
Spectre and then
Skyfall, Spectre, and now No Time to Die. That just
yeah,
those three, I think he did a terrific job.
yeah. I really liked it. I'm glad you finally watched it.
Yeah, like
Hopefully,
I was going through and it was like, hey, it's on Amazon Prime, and I'm like, fuck it,
yeah,
stuck
because
home all day anyway.
um, Amazon now owns MGM, so they're the ones who are going to be doing the next Bond films. Yeah,
Which I mean, I did love the ending is Bond will return, and it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, if you watch the movie, you can see why I would be like, okay.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
The ending there kind of,
The hell? I
the
don't know what
ending
that
there
was.
kind of leaves it to like no imagination what just happened.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm glad that you were able to watch some movies, Brad. That's always a good part of being sick is that you actually get to watch some stuff. And
Oh,
the other part
yeah,
is that you're sick.
Dallas Buyers Club, which we get to
Yeah.
review for Thursday as well.
Yeah. We're celebrating two things this month, y'all. We are celebrating Wes Anderson as his newest film, Asteroid City, is releasing this month. So we're gonna be looking at our this is our second Wes Anderson month. And the last one we did was 2 years ago when the French Dispatch released, and we were supposed to review the French Dispatch. That never happened.
It never
Now 2 years
happened.
later, we're finally reviewing the
We're gonna
French
review it now.
Dispatch. But also, of course, the Nerd Corps would love to extend a happy Pride Month to everybody who celebrates. And of course, we hope that everyone's having a safe and happy Pride Month. We are going to be celebrating Pride Month as well by looking at some LGBTQ films. So we have Dallas Buyers Club this Thursday. And of course, my favorite part of this month is going to be the commentary on Patreon. Oh God, I can't wait. But I think we should get going, Brad. I think we should do this review here. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Well, with that said, this is. Oh, I'm sorry. With that said, if you haven't watched The French Dispatch, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the film, then you should go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Brad. Let's go ahead and read because you won the coin toss. This is your first pick, and
Indeed. Also, I did not pull up the trivia for IMDb. If you want to look that up, Raul,
yeah, sure, yeah,
thank you. Coming from our one and only source, the Wikipedia, the French Dispatch of the Liberty, Kansas Evening Sun, or simply the French Dispatch, is a 2021 American anthology comedy drama film written, directed, and produced by Wes Anderson from a story he conceived with Roman Coppola, Hugo Guinness, and Jason Schwartzman. It features an expansive ensemble cast and follows three different storylines as the French Foreign Bureau of the fictional Liberty, Kansas Evening Sun newspaper publishes its final issue. The first segment, The Concrete Masterpiece, follows an incarcerated, unstable painter and stars Benicio del Toro, who actually I thought was Post Malone at first, so my bad. Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, and Leah Seydow. The second, revisions to a manifesto inspired by the May '68 student protest, and stars Francis McDormand, Timothy Chalamet, and Lena Kudry. The third, The Private Dining Room of the Police Commissioner, features Jeffrey Wright, Matthew Almerac, and Stephen Park, and follows the kidnapping of a police commissioner's son. Bill Murray also stars as author Howard Stern Jr., the paper's editor, while Owen Wilson appears in a short segment that introduces the film's fictional setting of Anuay-sur-Blaze. The project was first mentioned in August 2018 as an untitled musical set after World War II. That December, the film was officially announced, with Anderson calling it a love letter to journalists. Filming took place between November 2018 and March 2019, with cinematographer Robert D. Yeoman in the city of Angoulême, France. In post production, editing was completed by Andrew Weisblum, and the score was composed by Alexander Desplat. Following a delay from 2020, the French Dispatch premiered at the Cannes Film Festival on July 12th, 2021, and was theatrically released in the United States by Searchlight Pictures on October 22nd, 2021. It received generally positive reviews, with praise for its score, production design, and performances. It has grossed $46 million worldwide against its budget of $25 million. So cinematography, Robert D. Yeoman, as it said, edited by Andrew Weisblum, music by Alexander Desplat, running time of 108 minutes, budget 25 million, and box office 46.3 million. And remember, this was during COVID times.
yeah. It pretty much did pretty well.
Made its money
And
back at least, and probably for
yeah,
marketing too, I would imagine. They don't
Yeah,
really need a market a Wes Anderson film. They're like, hey, Wes Anderson's making a film.
yeah. Starbucks baristas do that enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like when, yeah, it's like when Kevin Smith makes a film. Like
yeah,
they don't need to fucking promote that. I already know.
yeah. It's all good,
Kevin Smith
man.
already told me.
Yeah.
I'm
My
gonna
local
watch it with him
barista
in
just
person there.
Yeah, my local barista handed me my vanilla latte and told me to go watch the French Dispatch. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah, shit.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I what's it called? Stacy says spoilers. Anderson actually uses a Sam Raimi zoom technique. Oh God. I'm trying to look at here. Did it get anything like love with the awards? Yeah, yeah. Okay, British Academy Film
I
Awards.
think it got nominated a lot.
Yeah, Critics' Choice. Yeah, it looks like it was a lot of Golden Globes. Okay. Um, I mean, mostly for the score. I mean, yeah, I understand the score's really good, but Desplat never disappoints, bro. That guy makes amazing. What's it
Is
called?
that who
Scores.
usually
Mm-hmm.
works with Wes Anderson?
Yep.
Okay.
Usually works with him. He did the score for Guillermo's what's it called? For The Shape of Water. Yeah, and for
And
Pinocchio too. Yeah.
then does
So,
Robert Yeoman? It says here worked on the Grand Budapest Hotel. Did he work on the previous Wes Anderson films?
which one? Desplat.
Cinematography.
Oh, cinematography. I think he's the one who's been working with him for most of the time now. Yeah, but yeah, he did French Dispatch. He did Grand
Oh yeah, right
Budapest.
here, Hotel Chevalier, the Darjeeling Limited. Yeah, looks like he's worked on
Yeah,
a lot of Wes Anderson films.
I think he's been his.
Rushmore. Oh yeah, Bottle Rocket. Yeah, he's worked on him since the beginning.
Yeah,
As
he shot
cinematographer.
Dogma. He shot
Yeah,
Dogma, bro.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Roll Tenenbaum's Life Aquatic.
I think the only one
Darjeeling.
he didn't do is the Isle of Dogs, and that was all
Yeah, it was
animation.
animated. Yeah, yeah. And he shot Asteroid City, and he's gonna be doing the wonderful story of Henry Sugar as well
Hmm.
for next year. Okay, but yeah, Brad. What are your initial thoughts on the French Dispatch?
I enjoyed
Well,
this
you're
film.
sipping.
Sorry, sipping on some syrup. But I enjoyed this. I enjoy Wes Anderson. It's another one of those directors. I'm like, you don't miss. I mean, is it my
Ah,
favorite Wes Anderson film? I
mm,
don't know. I really like the Grand Budapest Hotel. I still think Grand Budapest rates very high for me,
yeah.
but this one's fun. Like, don't get me wrong, this one's pretty fucking fun. Just some of the scenes and some of the ridiculousness that comes out of it. Overall, I did enjoy it. Just I'm wondering how many takes it took for that one part where they come through the ceiling and the walls, the police do. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
they better got that one fucking take.
yeah. Well, it's like you think about how meticulous Anderson is, and how like he's really steady with the shots. Like he wants it perfectly symmetrical and everything. I'm like, I would just imagine if like somebody just fucked up in there and be like, well, I don't have another wall.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that one shot just in itself, it's like, I think you gotta get that one take, bro. Like, there
Yeah,
ain't like you patching a lot of shit. Um,
yeah,
but
nah, yeah.
I mean, you can. This is Wes Anderson. He's the framing. Wes Anderson like has his own kind of look. It's like the wide out, the framing. You can see the whole building, the people going through the building. It's really cool, really artistic, and just a Wes Anderson style. Very vivid colors. It's what you expect from Wes Anderson. Is it my favorite though? No.
Nah, I can't say it's my favorite either. Like, I'm looking at my letterbox here. I was like, Life Aquatic. I mean, my favorite's still the Grand Budapest Hotel, but
Yeah,
Life
that one.
Aquatic,
I mean, I
Fantastic
think even
Mr. Fox.
Darjeeling Limited might be with this one, just
Yeah,
because I mean I love just the colors in that film. This one, I think he toned down the colors a little bit in places, which is fine. It works.
yeah,
But like you said, Life Aquatic, he's made so many good movies that you know it's like he doesn't miss. It's not a bad
no.
movie, but the
Even like
Grand
Isle of
Budapest
Dogs.
Hotel is still my favorite.
Yeah, even Isle of Dogs, I didn't think was like the best movies ever made, and like I really didn't like love it. I
It's still
still
good.
liked it
Yeah,
enough,
yeah,
but
still good as an animated film.
yeah, but I still like I liked French Dispatch. I I think everybody does a really good job in the acting department, man. Bernicio's really good. Chalamet's really good in this as well. Um, Swinton
I
was that
just
Swinton?
love the fact that I love the first part of this where he's like he's trying to get him to paint, and then he gets in there and he's like, fresco. What do you mean fresco? He turns around, it's on the fucking walls. He's like,
Yeah,
God fucking
and also fucking Jeffrey Wright, bro. Jeffrey Wright was
who
really
killed
good.
it.
Willem Dafoe, and he's in this for like a small amount of time.
Which was hilarious because I was not expecting it.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
like,
looking at this, bro. Like
what the
he
fuck is
cast
Defoe doing here?
everybody, bro.
Yeah,
He cast
like
everybody.
everyone he generally works with, he cast.
Yeah, and
Uh Sado, respectfully,
Sado's great. Sado's so
respectfully.
great. Oh, yeah, yeah, so great, man. I love Lea Sado in this movie. I really like
I'm pretty sure
the
that wasn't a
chemistry.
body double. That was not a
Nah,
body double.
nah. And what's it called? The chemistry with her and Benicio was really good too. And there's just like when you come to watch Wes Anderson, there's a certain quirkiness that you expect from it, and Wes just doesn't, disappoint there. Like he has a really good story here. I really like the idea of like it being like a love letter to journalists, and like especially at the time that this came out, like we're this was supposed to come out like right in 2020, like right as the Trump presidency was supposed to end and everything like that. So it's like
Yeah.
like you can tell that Wes wanted to have like a an actual discussion about like journalism, how important it is. But obviously the pandemic ruined that. But
Well,
I
I did like Bill Murray's character in this where he basically hated the general population except authors and journalists.
yeah. Um Also, what's it called? What's his name? Owen Wilson was actually pretty damn good too, man. Owen Wilson, whenever he's
For
working
the
with,
short amount he's in there.
yeah, with a short amount, but every time he works with him, like he always does a great job. Um, I did feel the film did kind of drag a little bit
A little
compared
bit.
to like the other films. Like an hour and 45 minutes felt more like 2 hours for me, and I was like,
I mean,
damn.
yeah, like I was still glued to that screen, but
Mm-hmm.
there were moments in there where I'm like, it's kind of dragging.
Yeah. Stacy says consistent. He's a consistently good filmmaker, especially with the cast he can pull in. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exactly what we're saying. It's like, when he knows how to choose his cast, and he knows that when with them, like they can always turn in a really good performance with him.
And I mean, and like he always works with the same people who he's comfortable with. I mean, even Adrian Brody did
Yeah,
terrific in this. Like that was him and Benicio. Their chemistry when they were on screen was always fun.
yeah, and like, did Benicio work with him before this? Because like I watched this, I was like, dude, like I want Benicio to
I
work
don't
with him
remember a
more
Post
now.
Malone looking dude in any Wes Anderson film.
I mean, he's just Benicio's great, but I was just like, damn, bro, like I would love to see more Benicio when it comes to like Wes Anderson, because like they did so well together. It worked really well.
And
I'm looking here.
then Tilda Swinton up there, like it was just really weird. She was given this whole like you know and this whole thing on Moses Rothenthal, and she just has in there a naked picture of her. She's like, "Oh, that's me."
Yeah, this was the first time he worked with Wes Anderson, man, and like I feel like he was really what's it called, made for like his style of filmmaking,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Um,
I think it worked very well.
Yeah, I love the black and white cinematography, and also like the very like washed out where it was kind of like leaning into more like sepia toned.
Hmm.
It was really good. I
Oh,
think he did a really good job
the
there.
chase scene with the police,
Yeah,
with the wrestler.
yeah, the animated sequence, bro.
Oh, that was
We
legit.
didn't talk about that. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Wasn't Post Malone? I mean, Del Toro, one of the scouts in Moonrise Kingdom. I don't remember. I'll check it, but yeah, I was really surprised that he had like an animated sequence in here. But apparently, I was looking at the trivia here, and it's like it was the same people who worked on the Isle of Dogs. He just brought him back to do that one.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
You
but
got them, use them.
yeah, but it was good. And it, like it didn't even feel out of place. Like it just
No,
felt like
like it works. I mean, but that's Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson, you can go like a full reality to like the flat looking at it at a 2D scrolling version to animated.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not a scout in Moonrise, bro. Though I'm looking at this. I was like, I don't remember Bruce Willis being in that movie. Oh,
But I mean, I definitely thought Jeffrey Wright stole the show, at least in his
oh
scene.
yeah.
Just kind of like Benicio did in the very beginning. I think Jeffrey Wright was another outstanding. And I look at what he did in this, and I kind of look back at his other roles because he was in this Bond film I just watched, and I'm like,
Oh, he's great in No Time
he's
to Die,
great in
bro.
this in comparison to like what he does in Bond or Batman or even Westworld. I mean,
Yeah,
he's really really good in this.
yeah. Um, and I loved Desplat's score. God, it's. I mean, he always does a great job. Like Desplat never disappoints when it comes to the score, but this one was really good, really catchy. It works really well with the film. But yeah, I think the only thing bad I could say is just the only gripe I have is the pacing there. I was like, if dragged too much and like compared to like his other movies, like I don't really love it as much as the other ones.
Hmm.
But I gotta say, I really liked it, and I thought it was a really good one. It's not my least favorite, but it is my second least favorite. It's
Hmm.
ranked what's it called above Isle of Dogs for me, which is my least favorite from his.
I don't know if I rank it that low. I think I have a few more below it than that.
I really liked Darjeeling Limited. That's why I
I
was like,
really well, I like that, but like Moonrise or
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I remember that
Moonrise
you didn't
Kingdom.
like
I
Moonrise all that
didn't really like
much.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah, and I like that one a lot, but that was mostly because of like all the other like fucking Bruce Willis in that movie and like what's it called Edward Norton and everybody and like just that one. But I also know that you didn't really like. Well, I don't know if you didn't like it, but you weren't like you didn't love Fantastic Mr. Fox, right?
It wasn't my favorite either.
Yeah, and I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. That movie was great. I love that movie. But yeah, French Dispatch, Brad. What are you gonna go ahead? What's your final verdict on it?
I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. I'm going like around a 7.5, Brad. I think this movie's good. I don't think it's that great, but I think he did good. And Chalamet is one of Chalamet's best performances too. It looks and it says that what's it called that Wes Anderson had considered nobody for that role other than Chalamet. He said that
Hmm.
he wrote that role specifically for Timothy Chalamet, and that's the only person he wanted to play that role.
Well,
So
luckily he's Wes Anderson.
yeah, Wes Anderson. When you call, you're gonna when you
like
get a call from Wes Anderson, you're not gonna not pick it
like
up, right?
like when Bill Murray shows up to work, you know that director has pull. Because Bill Murray don't want to fucking show up for work.
Yeah, unless you're the Marvel Studios and you can get them in Ant Man in the Wasp Quantum Mania, right?
Yeah.
But it's fantastic, guys. I mean, they did a great job, and I really like this. Would it have been one of my favorite movies of 2021? Probably not. Probably would have been on the lower 25 or 50. But for Wes Anderson, it's a damn good movie. And that concludes our review of The French Dispatch. Next week, we're going to go ahead and be continuing our reviews as we look at his first movie, Bottle Rocket. And we're not looking at the short film. We're looking at the feature film. But yeah, of course, if you want to keep up to date with us, you can follow us on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, patreon.com/the nerdcore. And then our Discord link is in the description so you can talk to us about Wes Anderson and which is your favorite Wes Anderson movie from this direct. Yeah, Wes Anderson. I said that already. Damn.
Mm.
Um, as always, if you're listening to this on audio, I would appreciate if you leave a 5-star review so that way it can get to more ears in the world. We deserve it, y'all. Second Wes Anderson month, and then after this, basically we just have to be watching the new ones that he puts out because there's not other ones for us to watch from him. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you're looking at it through the video, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this review, and then go ahead and turn on that notification bell for notifications every single time that we put up a new video. It would mean a lot to us, and of course, we would appreciate it as well. And of course, Brad, we want to thank our Patreon supporters and our Patreon producers. Where can they find our wonderful producer, Shane, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at thriftedil or go buy something from the Subby God at prisoncityvintage.com.
Shane is moving locations, y'all. He will not be in Crest Hill, Illinois anymore. He will be in Joyla, Illinois. So go and check out the store and tell him that the Nerdcore sent you. Just, Prison City shit. PrisonCityVintage.com. All that shit, man. He's doing great stuff. I'm really happy for them. They got their house already, new store.
Mm-hmm.
Big things in the works for Shane, man.
A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work and hustle.
That's right. Damn straight. And of course, y'all, we will see you all. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode because I'm gonna be reviewing Across the Spider Verse with Luis. But Brad and myself will see you all on Thursday for our review of Dallas Buyers Club. But if you're on the Patreon, we're playing a little bit of catch up this month. We're looking at the last commentary we were supposed to do. We're going to be doing our commentary of Ready or Not. And then towards the end of the month, I want to say like in 2 more weeks, we're going to be doing our commentary of Benedetta. Yes, sir. But with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and send him out of here.
All right, Roll. Thank you for being host as always. Thank to all those who joined us in chat, me and you, Stacy. Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And in this episode, all I got to say is don't eat radishes. Young Yoda
No.
out.